I've been inspired to do this unusual video. It's not for everybody, but at least for some of you. Vallalar, or Swami Ramalingam, is a 19th century Tamil Siddha Master who in 1874 turned his body into light and disappeared. Enlightenment can be defined in many ways and understood and realized in many ways as well. Stopping the mind is enlightenment, according to some people, or just God realization, or whatever that one means by that, or attaining the highest intelligence. There are many, many ways of defining it in different religions. And everyone dies at the end, whether enlightened or unenlightened. For Vallalar, if you die, you have failed. That is his idea of what enlightenment means. Because for him, enlightenment literally means turning the body into light. And there has been quite a few people in the Tamil Siddhas tradition who were able to turn their body into light. And they also came up with many, many different methodologies to do that. And Ramalingam's methodology is a combination of a lot of methodologies. It's a combination of herbs, combination of severe penance and meditation, and primarily Bhakti. But Bhakti, people misunderstand, is the easiest one. Bhakti is the hardest one, because in Bhakti there is only one person, and that is God. You are living for God, or there is no thought that comes except God thought. So that is the real bhakti, not going to the temple or doing puja is not bhakti, or taking care of your family. That is maybe a karma yoga kind of thing. But this bhakti is just living for God and identity with God. Now, Ramalingam, uh, towards the end, began to insist and emphasize bhakti more. And that is very interesting. He says that it is only through the grace of God that the body can turn into light, not otherwise. You can do penance, you can do all kind of gymnastics, mental as well as physical, or gymnastics with mantras and so forth, but nothing is going to work except the grace, which he called as karuna. He is infinitely merciful. God is infinitely merciful, and Ramalingam becomes infinitely merciful as well. He said that you should not even hurt even a mosquito. So that is the kind of love and compassion he developed towards even the plants. When he saw a plant without water, he cried. And when he saw people hungry and not being fed, and he cried. And so that was the kind of compassion he had. And he gave this meditation. Shiva appeared before him and gave this two lines, Arutperum Jyoti, Arutperum Jyoti, Thanipperum Karunai, Arutperum Jyoti. What this verse means is Arul, which is divine intelligence, which is omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence, can be attained by simply understanding this one little word, Arul. A-R-U-L, Arul. And that's a state of consciousness. And if that consciousness comes to you, then you become, and you realize that, then you become that light. This Arul light is God. And that Arul, Arutperum Jodi, Arutperum Jodi, Thanipperum Karunai Arutperum Jodi, was given to Swami Ramalingam by Shiva himself. He said, this will do it. You don't have to worry about anything. And so there are many, many ways of chanting it. It's all available on YouTube if you want to listen to it by people who have great voice. And I have a certain melody which is Arut Perum Jyoti, Arut Perum Jyoti, Thanipperum Karunai, Arut Perum Jyoti, Arutperum Jyoti, Arutperum Jyoti, Thanipperum Karunai, Arutperum Jyoti, Arutperum Jyoti, Arutperum Jyoti, Thanipperum Karunai, Arutperum Jyoti. The verse simply means Arul, Perum Jyoti is a effulgent light, like a laser beam. Arul is an effulgent light, which means this Arul consciousness of omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence is an effulgent light. And how do you get it? The next line says, Thanipperum Karunai. It is a special mercy that you receive from the God of light. The God of light will give you that light out of compassion, out of mercy. Thanipperum Karunai, Perum Jyoti. I was inspired to do this video because I have done so many videos. They are all, most of them are centered towards living this life on this earth plane comfortably by acquiring material things. And they are needed. And I focused attention on this. I have exclusively done that for a few decades. But this is the ultimate teaching. Ultimately, you just want enlightenment, which is realizing who you are. Realizing who you are is just light. And that the body can turn into light. And that miracle happens only when the God of light decides to give you that. And how do you do that? Just go on chanting this and longing to unite with light, unite with God. Nothing is important. Money is not important. Everybody at the end is going to die. And the worst thing that can happen to us, which has been happening life after life after life, is rebirth. Rebirth should be feared, because once you come here, nothing becomes important except the gratification of the senses and sense pleasures, and not God. Because the Maya takes over us, this illusion takes over us, and nothing seems to be important. We cannot even see beyond our mind and understand God or the light. So this chant is given by God Himself, the God of light. Keep on listening to it. There are some videos by me. If you go to the YouTube, you'll be find more videos where I have talked about this. For some reason today, I was inspired to do this to you. Thanks to the Arut Param Jyoti for allowing me or for using me to do this video on Arut Param Jyoti. Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. God bless.